Hi everyone, welcome to your next virtual math lesson. Today we're going to have a look at subtracting fractions. We're really good now at adding fractions. Today we're going to have a look at the inverse of that. We're going to look at subtracting fractions. Let's have a look at two examples. First one, let's have a look at subtracting these two. 7/8 subtract quarter. Again in year 5, subtracting with different denominators is what's expected. So we'll look at it using bar models again, then we'll look at it using the common denominator method, or the link between the two. 7/8 take away 1/4 then. Because 4 is a factor of 8, I can use a bar of 8 to represent this on a bar model. My two equivalents, like I've already said, 4 is a factor of 8, so I can use 8 as my common denominator. I'm using subtract, so don't fall into the habit of adding. Remember, I showed you that that way of circling the operation and putting it in straight away often helps you not make that silly mistake of adding when it says subtract. So maybe circling the operation is a good way of remembering what you're doing once you've done all the other step-by-step bits. 8 to 8 then, how do I get from 8 to 8? I times it by 1. So I do the same to my numerator. 1 times 7 is 7. So 7 of my 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Convert the second fraction, 1/4. 4 to 8, I times it by 2. So I do the same with my numerator. 1 times 2, which gives me 2. So I then need to subtract 2, so I can cross them out on my bar model. 7 take away 2. I only have to look at the numerators when the denominator is the same, which it is now because we've converted them using our equivalents. Would give me 5/8. 5 of my 8 on my bar model shaded in. So 5/8 is the answer to my question. We'll look at one more example. Get rid of that bar model and look at 3/4 subtract 5/12. Again, because one of my denominators is a factor of the other, I can use the large denominator as my bar of 12. I then need to find my equivalents. 12 can be my common denominator. Just said that because 4 is a factor of 12. I can times 4 by something to get to 12. I'm doing subtract. You might want to circle the operation again to remind you. 4 to get to 12, I times by 3. 3 times 3 would give me 9/12. So I can shade in 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 12 to get to 12 times by 1. So I do the same with my next fraction, my numerator, sorry. 1 times 5 is 5. So I can cross 5 out. Remember, that bar model is there as a tool to help us see what's going on. It wouldn't necessarily help us find the answer. It's just something that we use alongside finding the equivalent fractions, which is what we have done here, to help us picture what we're actually doing. Again, today you'll start off with questions using the bar model, then you'll go on to questions where you can just do this bit if you're confident. If you still want to draw the boxes and draw the bar models to help you visualize it, that's fine too. Like I said, the first few questions will happen for you. The questions after that, you'll have to draw your own if you need to. But I think we're all pretty much where we need to be confidence-wise with just doing this. Back to this then, 9 take away 5. I can clearly see that there's 4 of my 12ths left remaining. So 4 12ths would be my answer. It would also be my answer up here. Now you might spot that, hang on a minute, 4 and 12 are both in the 4 times table, so I can simplify this fraction, and you can. You are right to think that. We can simplify it when both numerator and denominator are in the same times table. They're both in the 2 times table, they're actually both in the 4 times table. So you could simplify them using either times table, but 4 is the one I'm going to use because I want it in its simplest form. How many 4s make 4? 1 4 makes 4. 1 4 makes 4, so I put my 1 as my numerator. How many 4s make 12? 3 4s make 12. So the simplest form for this fraction, my answer, would be 1/3. 3/4 take away 5 12ths gives me 4 12ths, which is equivalent to 1/3. Always try and simplify it if you can. It might often ask you to give your answer in its simplest form. So to simplify, you've got to find a times table that both of the numerator and denominator appear in, and then use that to help you simplify it. 1 and 3 is the simplest form. They don't share a times table other than the 1 times table. So that is my my simplest form, my answer in its simplest form. Work for you two this morning then. On Twitter, it's on the website also. Have a go at doing it. Email it into us and let's see how you get on. Good luck.